Hello! I hope everybody had a really good Memorial weekend. I know we did. We pretty much went swimming the entire weekend. Yes, I wanted to inform you on a few things. The doctors called me on Friday and told me a bunch of, as I like to call it, bullshit. I seem to be getting the runaround with this hospital. And when I heard about it, I thought it was a really great place. I thought it was a really good thing of what they were doing. They were expanding and they were very lively and they were huge. And the doctor who we are working with seemed to be knowledgeable with TSC. But now I'm starting to think that possibly, just possibly, it may not be or have been the best move for my family. We're getting the runaround just about every time we try to get things done. I seem a little distant from the doctors. I don't seem like the doctors seem to really care that she is a patient and seem to understand that she is a patient and that she has her own individual needs and that she is her own self. It kind of seems like they are just seeking out the money. And there we go. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to feel out and whatnot, but I do know that on Friday they notified me and told me that it's going to take another 2 weeks to get the results from just the regular PET scan. Now, from my understanding, the first PET scan that she had done was a more complicated test, and being able to read the results from that test was going to be a lot more harder than the typical just PET scan. This PET scan was specifically for TSC patients with in its experimental stage and was completely new. And that the other PET scan is old, it's been used multiple times, and Nationwide seem to have told me that they send people to Detroit, little kids, all the time to get this test done because they put them under local anesthesia or whatever. They put them to sleep. But now I'm hearing that it takes a month to get the results. I'm a little flustered, would be the best word to say. Dead honest truth, I'm a little pissed. But I'm going to be sweet and gentle, and I'm just going to say I'm flustered. And now, instead of learning about what the results were and learning everything and learning the information sometime this week or next week, we're not learning it into the middle of this month, which is in 3 weeks. And that's crazy. Just crazy that it takes this long. And then the funny thing is the person tells me that we were the first ones they ever sent there. Now, wait a minute. Which is which? Have you sent a lot of patients there, or are we the first ones? Because you've told me both. So I'm getting a little flustered, as I said, that the miscommunication in this department just seems to be lacking, and I feel as if that might harm my child more than benefit my child. As well as they have confused us with the patient once already, and not a different patient. They wanted to get an Spick done and explained to me what it was, had it scheduled, were about to call me to tell me the date that it was scheduled and told me, I'm sorry, but the Spick that I was scheduling and did schedule was not supposed to be for you, but was supposed to be for another patient. So that made me feel really good. That thing made me feel really great about this doctor. I feel so proud that this doctor, and so confident that this doctor is overseeing the care in pre-surgery about my child. And then to find out that now they want to get it done if the second PET scan that they have coming doesn't show them what they need to see. Now wait a minute, what the other PET scan showed? Did it not show them what they needed to see? I mean, wait a minute. Okay, so I asked them, what did it show? Well, I actually don't know. Facepalm, man. This is when I want to stop, laugh, and roll. That's what I want to do. Because I am so frustrated and so flustered and so irritated with this place. I'm about to drive the 2 hours out of my way to go to an actual TSC clinic. Now I know Nationwide has a TSC clinic, but it's in its baby steps. These people have, and all these other TSC clinics have been established, have all the stuff in order and everything. They're not trying to scramble to get all this shit organized. But Nationwide is, because they haven't been established. They don't have everything organized that needs to be organized. So we're getting the retrospect done. The second PET scan doesn't show them what they would like to see. Okay, so what in the heck is the retrospect going to show them that's different than all this other stuff? So I'm about to call them the next time I can and say, look, before any more tests are done, before anything else is said, I want to talk with one of these doctors who is overseeing my daughter and have them explain to me why all these tests are being done, yet I'm getting no answers. Nothing's coming back to me on, did it work? Did you get what you wanted? Do you see what's causing it? Because they told me they had an idea of what was causing it, but all of a sudden now they can't pinpoint it? What, is there too many tubules in that little area? To be honest, I don't even know how many tubules are in my daughter's head. Nobody will tell me. I asked them, and they say, oh, well, we're going to have to look at the records. Okay, no, do it. I want to know, for my own personal weapons, I want to know where they are. I want to know where they're located. If somebody asks me, I want to be able to tell them. This is my daughter. I need to know her information, not you. Nothing. Nothing. Nobody told me. Nobody wanted to say anything to me. And I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? It must be that they think they can just walk all over me. Well, I'm about had it with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what it is I can't, and will do, and do it. But as for the weekend, Jenny had a pretty decent weekend. It was pretty simple and nice. She ended up having 1 seizure on Friday and 3 on Saturday, so that's 4 in 2 days. And then hasn't had another one since. And today is Tuesday at about 5:30, so that's good. I'm very, very excited about that. I'm very glad. And I went back and I did the math, and she ended up having a lot more seizures in the past month than what I ever would have thought. She actually ended up having a total of 11 seizures in 1 month. I would not have thought it was that high, but apparently it is. But most of the seizures, as I looked at them, were only about 30 seconds to a minute long. So they're pretty, short. And it's interesting. And, Jenny's showing a lot of improvement in her speech. She's becoming a lot more vocal, and she's able to somewhat carry on a conversation with me. The somewhat conversation would be she say something and I say something back, and then she say something back, but it not really be a real conversation. We kind of, I'm sure everybody can understand. Also, she's learned how to turn on the light switch, which is, oh God almighty, annoying. Because with other normal 3-year-olds, or even 2-year-olds, or even 16-month-olds, you can explain to them that they aren't allowed to do that and tell them not to do it. But with Jenny, you can't. You can tell her no, you can tell her not to do it, you can tell her no, you can put her on timeout, but she still does it, no matter how much you try to discipline her. So, it's been quite fun. Can't really think of anything else, so, until next time, you guys have a good time, and, tomorrow's graduation. Can you believe that? School's out. It's crazy. Alright, bye.